Welcome to the DYSON'S Effect,
a show about everyday situations, issues, and topics we talk about and give our opinions.
We may even listen to yours.
We are your hosts, Johnny
and Theresa,
also known as Mr. and Mrs. Dyson.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny.
This is Theresa.
And this is another episode of the
DYSON'S Effect.
Hey everybody. Hey. So baby, what you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing? You sound
Same old.
You sound so excited. Same old. Did you want to let people know?
Same shit, different day.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to let people know how's the progress going with your boutique, your online boutique, and everything that's going on with it?
Hopefully it will launch on the 21st. Just going to try to get the pictures taken and put them on the website. That's what is left to do, hopefully. Kind of doing this without any experience as far as this website thing. So we'll see how it goes. I guess maybe I'll get on YouTube if I get stuck. Or
it won't be that bad. Don't overthink it. It ain't that bad. And then plus a lot of stuff that people do for you, they got experience, and it's templates that'll show you. I can't think of it as called What You See something, but it's a template for people that make websites. That if you say basically, hey, I want a website just like them, but I want my stuff on this, and they can just customize it just like that. That's why I saw on Fiverr it's so cheap to get a website for like maybe $80. You can get a whole website. Mm-hmm. So it ain't that bad. But how's work going thus far?
Work. It's busy.
Fun, ain't it?
No.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm betting you with a good time, huh?
No. I'm happy I'll be off after Friday.
After Friday, you gonna be off?
For a week. Well, for 6 work days.
6 work days. You be needing a vacation?
Yep.
For anybody that didn't, I don't think you made a post about it, but you sent me a picture about a dude that was hanging on the wing of an airplane. That's how bad you need a vacation. Freaking hilarious. You need a vacation that bad?
Yes.
Why do you think you need a vacation?
Because I have not had one.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
2018.
2018? Oh, that ain't that bad.
It's bad.
Technically, when you went back home, that was a vacation.
No, that ain't no vacation.
Yes, it was.
No, that's just going back home.
You went out of town and you spent money.
Not a vacation.
What's considered a vacation?
Nice scenery, beaches,
It was a beach.
Food.
It was a beach.
We didn't go.
So it was a beach.
It ain't nice.
Was it good food?
No.
Okay, no good food. No good scenery because we went to projects.
Yeah.
So you can't count that. But I'm going to use your words against you though, because it's still like a vacation. You said you had a good time.
I did, but that was not a vacation.
What classifies a vacation though? That's what I don't get.
What I just said: nice scenery, laying on the beach, relaxing, just vacation.
Can you think of a time? Speaking of vacation, can you speak of a time when you didn't have a good time in a vacation? Without giving too much away, if it is too much you're giving away. Was there a time you went on a vacation and it was like...
Yeah, it was a couple times.
A few times?
Yeah.
And it wasn't good?
Nope.
Now, was there a time that me and you was on a vacation and it didn't do good? If you could think about it?
No.
I know that one time you left your clothes in Columbus when we came to Atlanta. That was hilarious. But was it a bad time then?
No.
Okay. What is your top two? I'll say two. What is your top 2 best vacations you done ever had? Like you was like, oh my God, I had so much fun. Since you classify certain things as a vacation at night. I know the kids would count going to the crib as like a slash vacation because they ain't been in a long time. I don't even know if they remember the last time they went. They've been so long.
I would have to think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, have not been to many places, so.
Yeah, just period though. It don't mean like you have to go to 30 different places. I mean, just period. I mean, you can go to 5 and that could be enough for a memory. But I think one of the best memories I had, every time me and my brother leave here, we go somewhere, we don't have, a lot of times we don't be having like a lot of big extravagant things we doing. It's just every time me and Leavelle go somewhere, something crazy happens. And it's just every time we go somewhere, something crazy happens and it be just all out funny. When we came down here to Atlanta, we went to some Waffle House late at night and a random white dude just danced on a black girl and put his booty all in her face and she was telling him to keep bagging it up. To me and to him, he was crying laughing. Like Lita was crying laughing. Like he got a funny bone. He get to laughing, it's a wrap. I really do think he was crying. We went to, something happened, we was in Indianapolis too. And I don't even think we even went nowhere. Like we went to like a flea market and all that. It really wasn't that spectacular. We just kicked it. It really wasn't that big. So I had a good time. Every vacation or every trip I go somewhere, I make sure I have a good time. I don't let no stresses and nothing like that come upon me. But my week been pretty straight. I got a lot of things I'm trying to put down. I'm getting a lot of requests for me to do certain things. And my cousin, I'm not gonna call him Lil Bruce, but Bruce got a album out. Vince Jules, he in his rap group, and it'll come out. And ironically, I listen to his music, good album. But I was asking him the type of platforms he got his music on, and I was like, "Hey, do you got your music on this place?" He's like, "Yeah, we got it, yeah." And he signed with a label too, and I'm like, "Okay." So then, ironically, I was like, if you got your music on this platform, what they charge? So ever since then, I've been looking up all this stuff because a few record labels been going out of business lately, and some of them, believe it or not, is still stealing from artists. So I'm trying to see what's the difference in certain places like the new record label that Steve Stout got, the United Masters, and as opposed to all the other ones. And I'm trying to see how I can break that down, because if you sign to a label and you put your song on United Masters, they take a percentage too. Then you put it on this platform, they might take a percentage too. Then if you put it on this platform, they might take a percentage too. And being that people are not physically buying music anymore or digitally buying whole albums anymore, everything is streams. But I think for every 8 streams you get a half a cent or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just been reading up on it for a lot of things to come. And it's conversation rule the nation, so information is everything for me. So that's basically what I've been doing, so I can implement a certain things maybe within the next few weeks. I'm going to try and see if we can get something popping, something going on. But roughly that's about it. I think that we got a good topic. I want you to introduce this topic because you picked it, and this is, I don't know, do you think you're going to be speaking for the women on this?
Yes.
You're going to be speaking for the women? You're going to be speaking for all the women in the world. Everybody, she's going to give her best. And I'm going to be speaking for the fellas the best way I can, but within reason. So, you want to tell everybody what's the name of the topic, babe?
Can a male accept the same hurt he put a female through?
The same hurt.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Hell no. Absolutely no.
Before you get to the
Definitely
wonderful conclusion, before you get to the end of how you feel, first, describe the same hurt from your perspective. You describe what is considered the same hurt.
Being cheated on.
1.
Having a baby.
2.
Let's see. Being disrespectful.
3. Okay.
Being abusive.
4. Good one. Maybe 4 and 5 because you can be verbally abusive and physically abusive.
Yeah.
So let's say 5. Let me see if I can write that down. I want to attack both of those. So being cheated on, cheated. What do you say? Baby. Because they ain't a break date. You said verbally and physically. And it was one more you just said. Because these are very, very, very interesting. Physically abusive, verbally abusive, and disrespected, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see if we take on one of these at a time. Because I want to see if I can break this down. Let's try the first one. Disrespectful. Describe to me how a man is disrespectful. Now, obviously, it's more. We probably leaving a lot out. But I think that's a good heart right there. The gist of everything that's going on. So explain to me how a man will be and can be disrespectful to a woman.
Verbally, cussing her out.
Hey, bitch.
Talking crazy to her.
Hey, bitch.
Not respecting some things that she may want to happen in their relationship.
Give me an example. Be specific. You gotta stop being specific.
I mean, it's just a little bit of common sense too. But, so I guess you can just say if your girl don't like you liking stuff on Instagram or commenting crazy on that's disrespectful. If it's brought to your attention and it continues to happen, yes, you're disrespecting me. You're disrespecting my wishes. So in y'all head, y'all probably think, oh, you trying to control me, tell me this, tell me that.
Give me another example. I don't like the social media stuff.
No,
I can't combat that. Because I don't agree with everything. I don't think social media stuff is all the way real all the time, and I think a lot of those emotions don't be real. Let's say, okay, how about this? How about watching porn? What about that?
That's being disrespectful.
Yeah, like if she said, hey, this makes me feel this type of way when you watch it, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Some women think that's cheating. Some women consider that cheating, so that could be disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So I would say, can a man, and I'll use your two as well, when we're staying on disrespectful right now, right? As far as watching porn, I think a man, I think for the majority of men, I don't think a man will be offended if a woman watches porn, or even if it was the same sex. I don't think they would be offended if a woman will watch porn, because most men want that side of a woman to be brought out. Lady in the streets, but it wasn't the bed. So I don't. So hypothetically, if a man said, "Hey, when you watch this, it makes me uncomfortable," I think every time you go back and watch Big Black Cocks in New York, Cocks for Days, cum showers. When she watches that, if he's offended, although it could be some. I don't think that a man will have a problem majority-wise when it comes to now social media. I think the social media thing, being that you said that, I think the social media thing is if you're spending too much time on it and you have validation through social media on what's going on in your life and relationships. So if you dive into that on why does this hurt you specifically on social media? Because what if they not on social, like I give a hypothetical reason that I heard on a radio show a few years ago. A woman called in and gave some men some questions, and he was like, "No, I wouldn't put them on a like." It was something to the effect of, "Would you put we're in a relationship on social media?" And he said no, and she said, "Well, I wouldn't pick you then." This and this and that. He got into it. Well, I'm not on social media, and I don't put my business on there like that. So I think that's the parameter of a relationship. Like if you on the same page with the parameters of being on social media, that means y'all speak that social media language. Like liking too many pictures mean you like somebody. I don't know. I don't know how that means that. I mean, because I've been doing a lot of liking pictures. It ain't had nothing to do with women or even men. It's been like businesses and so on and so forth. And that's how I've been trying to get a lot of followers with the algorithm that I've been reading about. So, and if it's not with business, if it's just straight, for time passing, I don't think it's the same. I think when it comes to being disrespectful, if it's something that I think you have to be specific. Like, what about?
He looks down, or I guess can talk bad to you or down to you in front of other people. That's being disrespectful.
So a man can't take that. No.
Exactly.
No. A man will not take that. But a man is different from a woman too. So with this conversation, it's the assumption that men and women are equal. They are not. Men and women are not equal. They can have some equal things, but men and women are not equal. They're not the same thing, and they shouldn't have the same things, and they think differently. So, talking down, a man has too much pride to be talked down to. Mm-hmm. Too much pride. Man ain't gonna be. Man ain't gonna. And then if he does, it says something about him. Doesn't mean it's anything bad. Doesn't mean anything good. Doesn't mean anything. It could be indifferent. But how a man gets or allows his disrespect says something down. So I think we were talking about it a few episodes before about one of my uncle's friends, one of my friends, Harry-O. His woman used to beat on him, and Harry wasn't no bad looking guy, and it was very common for her to whoop on him all the time. And she come from this is no lie, I can't think of her name, but they got a nickname for her too. She come from a line of women in her family that can whoop ass. So she come from a whole line of men. She's short. She like a little stocky, muscular build. Look like she look like she work out, but she don't work out. Them people be the worst kind of people to be into it with. Oh my gosh. I had a friend that used to like to wrestle all the time. He did not work out. He did not exercise. He ate horrible. He is one of those people that was naturally big. Like he always had a six-pack. He always had muscles. He was actually, believe it or not, people may not believe me, he was actually born that way. When we was young, he looked like that. So we got older, he was still like the player. Like, I can't play with him because he was too strong. And we almost say, hey, to say that, she was kind of built like that. And she can fight. And she used to whoop on Harry-O all the time. Mm-hmm. She whooped on Harry-O over grandma's house. She pulled out a rake. And you want to make it so bad? You want to make it so funny? Harry-O wasn't cheating on her. Harry-O didn't ever put his hand on her. Harry-O didn't ever disrespect her and like talk crazy. It's just like when she get mad, that's what she do. She gonna fight. Like, and who want it? You be like, man, what is going on with her? I can't remember her name. They had a nickname for her. Man, that's gonna come to me. If I call her Bruce, he'll tell me. But she used to whoop on Harry all the time. And she used to put him out and she used to disrespect him all the time. But as far as the disrespect go, a man will not be, the majority of men won't be and take disrespect. I won't take disrespect. Just for shits and giggles, why do you think women take being disrespectful? Let me go back. What about catcalling? I think that's a thing, like catcalling. Like, I've been reading some articles that I think this is big in, I want to say like in areas where they walk.
Cats?
What? areas where they walk a lot, like in New York, or when people take the subway to certain places. So when they see a woman walk by, they say, hey, they try to get on them, hey, you got a nice body, yada, yada, yada. Look at those breasts. And a lot of women say that is disrespectful, and they do that in public, and so on and so forth. And that's been going on for a while. But I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and say that is disrespectful. But does that happen a lot? Do you think?
What, catcalling?
Yeah, like, making gestures towards a woman in public when she walking past. Ooh, look at them breasts. I won't mind getting some of them milk out them breasts. Man, you can set a glass on that ass right there, shouty. Ooh, wee. You can see that big old thing from the front.
I hope not. It probably happens, but I don't know. I've never experienced it out like that.
Yeah, it is a thing, but I think it happens more so when,
That is definitely disrespecting.
It is disrespectful. But do you think a man...
A little bit of sexual harassment.
That's what it was. Thank you for saying that. They were saying that's sexual harassment.
Yeah, it is.
Because they were saying that's verbal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Now...
A man would like it. I think a man would like it. I don't know.
Ooh, you can see his print, girl.
Yeah, I think that a man would like that.
Ooh, he hanging like a horse. Sorry to bother you. The movie. He got a horse cock, girl. Look at him. Look how he walk.
Yeah, man would enjoy that.
He'll probably run right to the store and get some tighter jogging pants just so he can see. And it's a thing now. Y'all, people got to excuse me because I'm late. I guess when men wear jogging pants, that's supposed to be a thing, like for women to see his print or something like that.
You sure wear a lot of them. The talking about you late.
Because I work out, but comfortable. You want to see this print, shouty? You know what I'm saying? See this other leg wrapped around my other leg, but. So I don't think men would take being disrespected. But if we're going back to the sexual harassment, I don't think it would be sexual harassment.
No, it's not.
To men, I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think so. What do you think? So what other things you got?
As far as disrespect,
Period.
or just
Period.
things men cannot take that they put a woman through.
Yes.
What I listed.
I could jump back into the ones that you listed, that you just spoke of. At that tie into those. One of the things that you said was, I'm gonna save the best for last. But verbally abusive, that goes with being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
So to make that quick, can a man take being verbally abusive from a woman? No.
I think maybe a weak, insecure man. I guess it just depends on how insecure he is.
Yeah.
Because if they feel like this is all they got and this is all who gonna like them and they gotta deal with it, there are men that are out there that are in an abusive relationship that girl beat on them, but so I guess it depends on that emotional state of that guy.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna save that. But verbally abusive. Okay, well, I'll say this. When it comes to the verbally abusive and the disrespectful, to use what you just spoke about, you said that you don't think, or you think that a man would probably think he couldn't get no. Do you think men have more insecurities than women?
I can't.
That's an insecurity issue.
I don't know.
I would think the same. I think men.
Women deal with a lot of insecurities. I don't know about men because I'm not a man. But.
I'll say it like this. It's probably 55-45 or 60-40. 60%, 55 to 60% women have more insecurities than men have 45 to 40%. And the only reason I'll give it that high for women because I think women are born with insecurities or grow up with them. Like certain things I've had female friends and cousins and family members that they still remember certain things that was bad or what happened to them when they was young and they carried it on over to the same age that they are now. So those insecurities still, rear its ugly head. When a man, like I know some dudes that they can be called ugly their whole life. They can be called ugly their whole life, but that one girl that say they cute, I don't give a damn about none of that no more. Like, I'm good. Like, that's how a lot of dudes take it. Like, yeah, you call me ugly, but your girl think though, shawty. Like, I bet I can hit your girl, shawty. So, what about physically abusive? Who would stay long? It was this Lifetime movie
There's
I was watching.
a lot of women that are in a abusive relationship.
Yeah. I'm not gonna compare that. There was a Lifetime movie I was watching. It had the woman from what's that show used to come on? Not The Facts of Life. I think it's like Family Ties. And she was an alcoholic and she was very abusive to her husband. Like pushed him out the window, woke up in the middle of the night, started scratching his back, was crazy. And he tried to go to the police. And he tried to go to the police and tell them that his wife has been beating on him. And he had hospital reports and everything. And it was like, okay, all right. Okay, guy. Are you serious? Okay, let's get up. And I'm just like, that's interesting. Lifetime had too many supposedly true stories, but
Yeah, I think when a woman is physically abusing a man, it's hard for people to believe that. Like, because you are a man and you're stronger than a woman, physically, so they expect that not to happen. But it happens.
more often than not. And it's not so the physicalness of a man, it's just that if a man, it's the psychology of a man and why he wouldn't and why he don't hit a woman, and then on top of it, on how he view hitting a woman, and then on top of it, he might not ever, it never crossed his mind to ever put his hands on her. And, you know, because I know a few dudes, a lot of men that never put their hand on a woman until this one time, one of my friends, he said he gave his girl this 3-strike rule, but he really gave her like 6, and he was trying to run and get away. And for some reason, she kept catching up with him or following him or something. So he told her, like, look. And he told her like a few times. She would like hit him with stuff. I think she hit him with a bat one time. And this is all in the same time period. She hit him with a bat one time, threw like a vase at him and broke it on him. And I think it was something she else, like a few other things she did. So this last time, something happened. She had grabbed something to hit him with. And I think he hit her so hard, she got it. Like, oh. And I don't agree with hitting, but like, it's like it snapped her out of it, is what I mean. Like, she went through all that and he was like, girl, stop, and was running. He was running from her, and he left the house and went walking down the street. She was following him, punching him, and he tried to run from her. He couldn't run from her because he had it ain't funny, but it's funny. He had a messed up foot. Something was wrong with his foot or something. So he couldn't run. So he was like hopping away, and she could stay keep up with him. And I think it was one thing that she did. I can't remember what it was. And he hauled off and like pushed her real hard. And I think she hit a tree or something, like her back hit a tree. But that like snapped. It was like, oh, I woke a beast. Oh, let me tell you another quick story. This is another quick story. It ain't funny, but it's funny. I think I might have told you the story. We was up at school. We was up at school at Baker College in Muskegon. There was a lot of dudes that was from Flint up there. Well, this one dude from Flint was going home with a girl he was talking to, and they was arguing. And they was arguing real bad, and I guess he was waving his hand. Now, he's probably 6'2"-ish, somewhere around 6'2"-ish. And he was waving his hand. She told the girl to pull over so he can get out and walk. Because he was like, look, I ain't finna fight you. I don't want to argue no more. I'm gone. So he get out the car and walk. When he get out the car and walk, somebody must have called the police and said he was whooping on her, which he wasn't. So the police pulled up and was like, sir, what is you out here doing? A woman was like, sir, what you out here doing? What are you out here doing? Sir, would you... He's like, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't trying to fight. I'm just walking away because I'm going to find my own way home, so on and so forth, this and that. She's like, sir, I need you to stop. He's like, I ain't did nothing. I ain't in trouble. I'm just going my own way. So she tried to grab him. It ain't funny, but it's funny, y'all, because he's tall and she was short. She was like 4'8" or 5 feet. She was trying to grab his arm and trip him. He was like, what is you doing? And was moving his leg. He's like, you can't trip me. I'm not going to fall, and I'm not going to fight you. So he kept walking away. So she said, why is you resisting? He said, I'm not resisting. He said, but I'm not going to let you trip me either. So she was steady trying to trip him. And he was like moving his leg like, look, what is you doing? Just stop. What is you doing? And she got more mad. So he was like, she called for backup. Oh, God. Called for backup. He was like, what is you doing? So he walking away. He's not running, walking away. Called back up and they tased him. Man, you want to talk about laughing? Back then that was funny. Now it ain't funny as much, but they tased him, took him to jail in this little hick town in Michigan. Took him to jail for resisting arrest, but he wasn't arrested. He had to spend like 2 nights in jail or 3 nights in jail. He had to wait for somebody to bail him out. You know they dirty when they do this. They do this all the time. They drop the charges because he wasn't doing anything wrong, but he had to sit in jail that time, and he had to go through back and forth court because you got to go all the way back to that courthouse, wherever that city, had to get that money back. But that was hilarious to me. But the physically abusive part, I would think that a man won't be able to take that, but a woman would stay around longer than a man.
Mm-hmm. They stay around longer with everything than a man. A man is ready to go as soon as they see you text somebody else, but they didn't got caught in the bed with somebody else and expected you to forget them. But when they feel like you cheated on them, it is all hell has broke loose. They want to move out. You ain't no good. You a hoe. You a this. You a that. Yeah. But you just got caught in the bed with somebody a while ago and I forgave you. So my text messages is not forgivable. Because man cannot take the same hurt.
No,
you can't.
So what about, like you said earlier, the baby? So a man won't be able to take.
Hell no.
But think about that.
Hell no.
Let's go to that though. Let's dive in.
Hell no.
A man. You want a man to stay with a woman, she cheated and got a full 9-month baby that he know ain't his in her stomach.
Because if the shoe was on the other foot, he would expect her to forgive him and be like, well, and accept the child at the same thing. So why is him doing it no different from her?
Because we not equal.
No. Yeah, you can't accept the same hurt.
No, but that goes with saying why. Okay. No, a man won't be able to accept that. A man cannot.
A man can't take being cheated on. If you cheated on your man one time, he leaving. He ain't giving you no second chances like women do. Women giving them 10 chances, and men, you cheat one time, they leave.
Out of there.
They pride can't take it.
Nope. Men pride won't be able to take it.
But
nope.
They expect to cheat on you 10 times and expect you to be like, okay, I forgive you. Okay. Don't do the shit if you can't take it. If you can't take what you've been dishing out, don't do it, because eventually it's gonna come back. That hurt gonna come back to you.
Yeah, it is. But a man, the problem is women, you're and not in my eyes, but in society eyes and in other people's eyes, when you argue to be treated just like a man, you're arguing to get treated or to get kicked off of the pedestal that you're on. When you argue to be, hey, I should be able to do the same thing, that means you're not.
No, I'm not saying do the same thing. I'm just saying that how can you hurt someone and then don't expect that same hurt, or I guess not being forgiven, or you forgiving that person for the same hurt that you did to them?
Because I value you more. It's just it's a thing.
That's bullshit.
You ain't gotta like it, but in society, women are valued more. So if we're in a relationship, and I'm carrying it to the relationship, if we're in a relationship, if I value you more,
you don't value me if you're out cheating and doing all this other shit.
Okay.
You don't value me at all.
Okay. In society, women. Okay. Change the dynamics of things. Can a woman have a man that she's married to in a relationship as a trophy husband? It doesn't apply. The only reason that word applies as a trophy wife is because the status of a man. The status of a man is based on how society will look at him based on his wife. Oh, that's a trophy. He got a trophy. Oh, she look good, and she this, or she this type of person, so that's gonna make him look good. Now, I carry that idealistic views in my relationship. So you make me look good. You make me feel whole. You make me feel better as a man. So it's a greedy thing of a man. I ain't say it's right. I'm saying it's a greedy thing of a man, because men are built to conquer. Men are made from the ground. We're meant to take over stuff. You know, we meant to in my opinion, every man has some shape, form, or fashion of being an alpha male. We got into a long discussion about this long time on a lot of my friends, alpha and beta and all that. But anyway, every man is an alpha man. So he wants to take over something. He wants to conquer. He wants to have this. He wants to show everybody, look what I did. Like, people may not think that Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates are alpha men, but they actually are. They're just in the tech world. They took over. It doesn't mean physically. It could be mentally. It could be emotionally. So anyway, just think about that. If I'm trying to conquer the world, if I'm trying to take over, and I got this woman, I got this fine woman, and I cheated on her. And it's not that I cheated on her, it's that I'm trying to conquer. I'm trying to have more than one, because that means I can have whatever I want. I'm greedy at this point. I'm not saying it's right. That's what that means. Huh?
Keep going with your bullshit.
I'm saying that's what it means. That's the status of a man. We're not the same. A woman is not valued or not built the same to conquer the world and get all the husbands she can get. Like, ooh, girl, I'm gonna get all this money. When I get this car, I'm gonna shut them down with about 4-5 dudes coming through the hood. No, that's not. No, when a girl grows up, she plays with Barbie. She plays Barbie house. She does all these things to build a home. Easy bake oven. All the Cabbage Patch dolls. She does anything of a sort in competition of conquering. When a man grow up, teenage boys, all this stuff, like, ooh, what's it up? Let me get a car. What the car gonna do? Attract these girls. When I can't get no car, bet you I'm gonna get them Jordans. So when I get them Jordans, get this nice little outfit. I bet you they're gonna be checking me out then. then guess what? I get this nice little job at the such and such factory. They're gonna be paying X amount of dollars an hour. I do anything. I'll get my own crib, have girls coming over, and so on. It's to conquer in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I know you may not like it.
Yeah, bullshit. Just know that a man would never, ever be able to accept the same hurt he put that woman through.
No, but he's not supposed to. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you can't put that out and then can't accept it. Like, how is that fair?
I agree, but I'm saying we're not built the same to accept it. We're not built the same. And I'm saying a woman is built, and I'm not saying a woman is built to accept it.
Yeah, but women are strong. Like, women were made. Most women, not all of us. Sorry, but
women are strong.
I think because maybe we bear kids, some of them raise them on their own. Right. Like, there's just a lot that women do that men don't do, So I think when we were created with a strong gene. I think that's why we are so forgiving too, as well. Like, I'll give him another chance. So it was just this one time. It won't happen again, or And a lot of women, strong women, are, the backbone to their spouse or to their significant other as well, or their rib, or, whatever you may have. So I think when we were made to be strong for those reasons.
Correct.
Because women endure a lot of hurt from childhood on up to adult years. Like, you got to think, well, men are too as well, but women are molested and raped and, stolen and trafficked and just a lot. Women go through a lot.
Yeah, they do.
A lot.
Yeah, they do.
I think we do forgive more easily than men, obviously. And some women out there, once they're hurt, they can move on from their hurt. They hurt makes them go harder. They hurt probably makes them better in their next relationship, or makes them even a better businesswoman if that's what they were doing. Like, I think a lot of women take their hurt and use it for good, if that makes sense.
Go into that.
So,
what do you mean? Go into that.
So just say if you hurt me, you cheated, and we've been married all these years, and I decide, well, say multiple times, I guess.
Okay.
It's just one. It's only gonna take one for me, but just say multiple times. And I decide enough is enough. I'm done. I'm walking away. So once I evaluate, what didn't work in this marriage or why this marriage failed, and work on me, because I'm not going to say it's my fault, but, some things I can maybe be doing or making me a better person, I'm going to use that hurt and that pain to figure out me, what's my next steps in life, and how I can get to those steps to even be better to the next person that I encounter as far as relationship-wise. Maybe I wasn't, not to blame, but I can take that hurt and turn it into something good, in opposed to taking that hurt into the next relationship, or letting that hurt just keep dragging me down, like there's nothing else out there. Like, I would use that hurt to come up, to glow up, basically.
Oh, that's that.
I'm gonna turn that pain into
that new word they
to
use.
a glow up.
To a glow up. So, so you gonna be like, okay, he hurt me, but now I'm finna be Mother Teresa. I'm finna be a foster care homes for the whole United States.
No, I'm doing that.
I ain't say you, but she basically will put that fire into her dreams.
Correct.
Now,
maybe that's what she needed, that hurt to
push her.
To push her.
Okay. So
now, some women will take that hurt and take it into their next relationship, after relationship, and never get over it. So not all women, but some.
If a dude get hurt by a woman,
oh, they don't like all women. All women, well, they don't. They don't give chances.
I'm speaking from some of the men I know, some of my friends. No, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say, speaking from 60 to 70% of my friends that have got hurt by a woman one time. I'm fucking all these bitches. Nah, fuck these hoes. Nah, I'm fucking about 4-5 of these bitches. I'm long dicking these motherfuckers.
But women's supposed to get hurt by 20 men.
Ain't nobody said supposed to. Don't take the supposed to out.
NBI.
Take the supposed to out.
But men, one woman.
If fuck a dude up like with relationship. If see that's the difference. If a woman get cheated on, let's say a woman get, and I'm gonna use this number. It's a bit much, but let's say a woman get cheated on 6 times. Let's say a woman got cheated on 6 times. She can still have aspirations of, you know what? And I'm speaking on the average woman. Not all, some but all. The average woman. If a woman gets cheated on 6 times, she could be like, you know what? I still may get married. It still may be a light in the back of her mind, like, you know, I probably could still get married. Like, you know, it still maybe could happen. It may not happen now. Because I probably got cheated on a few times under 20 years old.
They're still hopeful. They're still hopeful.
Because a woman is easier to believe in love. That's what I was getting to. A woman is easier to believe in love. She can find love in anything. A woman is the most best emotional creature that God created. So it's easy because she can bear a child. And then even a woman don't even have a child, she can get emotional currency from things. Ooh, that's a good word. I like that word. Emotional currency. She can see another baby, and that baby could just like only come to her, and she could just like, she can get that energy from a baby and that currency energy that she getting. That's that emotional love. She can get that. A man get cheated on 6 times? Fuck that. A man get cheated on 3 times?
1 time. Ain't no.
Fuck all these bitches. I ain't fucking with none of these hoes, shout.
1 time. They only gonna do it 1 time.
All these bitches, shout. I ain't fucking with none of them. Where your mom at, shout? Hey, yo. And and the reason I'm saying it is because emotionally a woman is more capable to take it. A man can't take that emotionally. And in my opinion, from what I've seen, from my experiences, it will fuck a man up mentally. I know a couple male friends caught their girl in the bed with somebody. And one of the guys that I know, childhood friend, he caught the dude leaving right when he pulled up. And she was in the bed asleep and didn't hear him come in the house. Now that's the most disrespectful you can get. Another time, and I think he beat her ass for that. Now this is years ago. This is probably before 2000. It's probably like in 96 or something like that. Doesn't justify it, but I'm just saying how long ago that was. Now this other one was probably in the early 90s. One of my uncles came home and a dude was in the house. I don't know if they had sex or not. And he said, "Oh, okay. All right, you gotta go, homeboy." And he was trying to explain, like, hey, I'm gonna tell you one last time. You gotta go. He was trying to say, he said, okay, stay right there. And he went to go get something, and the dude ran out the house. And I think that's when he got put in the hospital. Because I think that somehow they got to fighting or something like that, and I think she cut him up and he was in the hospital. But anyway, we are differently. Mentally, it messes with a dude, man. But the person that got put in the hospital, he ended up getting married. So, but it took him a while after that. And he was with one. He got cheated on once or twice after that, maybe. So he got married. One of my uncles. Yeah, it does something different to a man. So, do you think which one are more dirtier when it happens? Like the cheating, the lying.
Men.
It's more dirtier? Mm-hmm. It's not dirty when it's a woman? Mm-mm. When a woman say, hey, he's your baby.
Women don't cheat, so...
He has your hat.
It can't be more dirtier. Men don't have a whole family on the side.
Women cheat. Especially now. You know,
Black women don't cheat.
Oh, don't start that lie. Don't start. You know you lie. You lie. Oh, you lie. You know there's a women think now, or there was, people don't talk about it now. A few years ago, people used to think, or still think, or may have thought, that women and men should have a whole phase. It should be a phase where in a year, a few years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is, that you should just be fucking everything in sight. Yeah. They call that the whole phase. A person should have a whole phase. Yeah, some new shit. I don't know about all that. Some new shit. But that's what I'm like. And this goes, now I'm going to tie this into our next episode, but it does something different to a man, though. Like, all this is different. Like, you cheat on a man, it's different. Like, you fuck my pride up. You ain't my trophy wife. You ain't, even before you become my wife, you're not even my trophy girl no more. Like, when you become somebody's girlfriend, what you think he doing? Oh, y'all talk, dog? Yeah, that's your girlfriend? Yeah, that's my girlfriend right there. Check out. And anytime...
So you don't think a woman feel that way either?
No, let me finish. Let me get this out. Anytime a man tell his boys that's his girlfriends, his boys check her out. Some dirty, some not dirty. But they looking out like, oh, shit. Yeah, she is cute. She got a nice little rump on her. She cute. She all right. Well, Johnny got him one now. Okay. So you become somewhat of a trophy, even when you're a girlfriend, believe it or not. So you saying that the same thing happens for women? Like,
for men, for like if this woman is introducing you to her friends and her family, you don't feel like, you know, they're like, oh, okay, she got her a good guy, or she, you know, he look good, and
no.
Yeah.
No. Maybe at a time, but it's not a status. Two different things. If it's for her boyfriend, okay, they probably say that for a boyfriend. If it's a new guy coming over with family for the barbecue, yeah, it might happen then. Or, you know, she want her to meet her grandmother or family. Yeah, it might happen then. But it's not a status. Like in corporate America, a woman doesn't have a husband as a trophy husband. Like, she hit the pinnacle. It's not saying it doesn't happen, but but it's not known in society. I'll say that much. Even if it happens, it's not known in society. That's what I think.
So the moral of this story is, y'all can't take shit you dish it. Why do they do it? The scientists are still out.
I know why they do it, man. We built different. We just built different. We are not equal. Women, you're saying, I guess this is what you're saying. You're saying that why should a man do it if he don't want it done to him?
Exactly.
My thing is, men don't think like that. We think different. Our bodies are different. Just like a man.
I don't think they think at all half of the time.
No, and even if they don't think at all, that part of thinking ain't there. Like even I was telling little Johnny one time. Sometimes you literally think with your dick. Like even Cat Williams said, and other comedians said, and believe it or not, people may not believe this, but it is very, very true. If a man haven't had sex in a while, they are trying to get it off in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If they have that part of them in their system. For a lot of men, they have to grow out of that stage of wanting to have sex. If you young and you ain't got into your groove yet, or like having sex on a regular, oh, you trying to fuck everything in sight. Cause it's just in you. It's just like a dog. When I want to say a dog, any animal. Like when females are in heat, the men smell that and be like, "Oh, I'm finna tear that pussy up." And it doesn't. Now to equate that to humans, a woman don't even have to be in heat, and we thinking about tearing that pussy up. We're just built different. That's just how we. That's a sense of conquering for us. Like, all right. That's why a lot of men would like to have threesomes or foursomes and so on and so forth, because that's a sign of success. That's a sign of, look what I accomplished. Like, look, I can have all the women I want. I can have a big house. You think if a man could have a cardboard box and have a lot of women, you think he wouldn't do it? All the things men do is to attract women. Car, house, clothes, jewelry, all the material stuff, that's to attract women. The stuff that women do is to attract emotion. A woman will get a decent house by herself. This is all I need. All I need is this nice little 2-bedroom. I might give me some kids, I might not, but this works for me. I think this works for me. And if I need a man, so be it. And she'll be happy with it. Majority, not all, majority of women, they're not going to try to run out and get no 4 and 5, 6-bedroom house if they can afford it. Now, we're not counting celebrities either. She just going to up and go get a 4 or 5 big bedroom house. No, a woman going to get something that she can afford that make her feel, keyword, that make her feel good. Women are more intellectually, they're more emotional, intellectually better than men. So when it comes to the hurt, emotionally, men are not there or will ever be there as a woman. So no, they will not.
Yep.
No. But we're not equal, so we're not supposed to.
Bullshit.
We're not equal. So you're saying we are equal?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you can't expect to do hurt and hurtful things and don't expect those hurtful things back.
We're saying two different things. I agree with that, but I'm saying biologically, psychologically, psychology, how we're built, how our nervous system is built, how our chromosomes, our XY chromosomes. This is how we're built. So how we're built naturally, by biology, we can't think the way you think. We're not made the same. So you're thinking it's common sense. Everybody should think like this, and you can't do that. We don't think the same from biology. We don't think the same. As I said it before, if it come a time of war, who they gonna take? They're gonna take the women and the children. Who gonna go to war first? All of the men. If society wants to make us equal, that means women get knocked off the pedestal. And if a war happens, that means take the women and children too. That's what that means. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah. But I want to close on one of my favorite movies, though, that equates to this. And we watched it the other day with, I ain't going to say my big cousin, Willie, and AMa8e1a was over here. Urban Cowboy, Bud and Sissy. One of my favorite movies, because as I said before, Urban Cowboy, listen to this correlation, baby. Urban Cowboy is like Baby Boy. Baby Boy, he basically had 2 baby mamas, and basically, long story short, he had to evolve and growing up and being as a man, but living in his mama's house. Urban Cowboy, yes, he went out and, went, I think, in Texas to live on his own, to have his own house, and so on and so forth. He got married to Sissy, but he had to evolve as a man too. And he was very immature in relationships. He didn't know much about relationships. And then there's a scene in there that when Sissy was flirting with the guy from prison, and he was trying to tell her, like, hey, stop doing that. Like, quit doing this and that. You quit trying to make me jealous. And that's an immature game. Like, if people want to be honest and remember when you was young, when you was in your teenage years, some people did. I didn't play that game, but play that jealousy game, or go dance with somebody, or go hold hands with somebody else, or make in some way, shape, form, or fashion make the other person jealous. Well, that little game they played got the best of them, and she went too far. And he thought that she was already sleeping with him, but whether she knew it or not, once you cross that line, goes back to what you were saying, baby. Once you cross that line of being disrespected, you crossed that line on disrespecting me. So, in my mind, in Bud's mind, you cheated on me, or you right next door because you've been doing all this stuff, and everybody know you've been doing this, and you've been riding the bull, and you ain't tell me to ride I ain't tell you can ride the bull, and we didn't talk it over, and so on, so on, and so forth. I'm speaking for Bud. So, in that sense, he thought that she already slept with him. So that night they split up. The lady that he went with, he slept with her on the first night. Mm-hmm. But when Sissy went to go be with old boy, she couldn't sleep with him. She couldn't do it. But he thought that she did it, and she been doing it.
Don't cheat.
But so we're talking about the movie, right?
Women don't cheat.
We're talking about the movie, right?
He cheated first.
No.
Yeah. He did.
He cheated first, but
because he thought she cheated.
Yeah, but you gotta understand though, if you disrespect me to the highest level of disrespect, in my eyes, you cheated already when they got something to do with another man. Mm-mm. If this man been teaching you how to ride a damn bull, what the fuck this nigga doing? What the fuck this motherfucker teach you how to ride a damn bull? And you doing it behind my back. She trying to make it seem like I was doing it for you. How the fuck you doing it for me and you doing it with another man? Bud don't play that shit. I'm Bud. When the girl went off with Bud, she was like, "Ooh, girl, I got me a real cowboy." Like, yeah, Bud was like, "I'm gonna fuck the shit out you too." Bud fucked the dog shit out of her. He fucked her ass. And then that's when she got with old boy. She went ahead and when she came home, tried to wait on him, and he was like, "I ain't got nothing to say to your ass." Did all that. And basically, that's when she went back to him, and then they had a relationship. I don't want to get too much from the people that didn't see it, but hey, she had to go through all that bullshit, and the dude that she wanted to be with so bad, that wanted to be with so bad, ended up whooping her ass and everything. What's called said? D.L. Hughley got this joke. He said, "You want to leave me because you want to fuck around and upgrade, because we get our lights turned off." Now you want to leave me because our lights get turned off? And then she got with a dude that's what? Whooping her, is putting her lights getting turned off and her lights getting put out. Shit, he was whooping her motherfucking ass. Shit, so trying to upgrade. But in the end, Bud and Sissy got back together. Mm-hmm. But a man not supposed to do the same thing. We're different.
Okay.
Let's do this. can you argue this point? I'm in on this. Emotionally, physically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. Spiritually and emotionally, women are on a different level than men.
Mm-hmm.
Physically and mentally, men are on a different level. Not better or worse, but on different levels. And that's why we can't see eye to eye. Because I can't, as using what you said, a man can take a lot of the emotions brought with cheating, having a baby, being disrespected, verbal abuse, physical abuse. That hurts a man emotionally differently, and their emotional IQ is not that high as a woman. And a woman is more, as I said before, a woman is when you can get close, you can see how spiritually a man can get when a woman has a baby. That's how spiritually you can see how God is moving. So I don't think a man could compete in those areas.
So the moral of this is men ain't shit and black women don't cheat.
Fuck all y'all. I'm budding this bitch. I don't play that shit. I ride cowboys. I ride bulls. I'm a straight up cowboy. I don't play none of that shit. I'm Bud. And you ain't even talk to me like that. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. I'm Bud. My name is Bud, and you sissy. And I catch you riding that damn bull, I'ma fuck you up like Bud did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're saying the same thing but differently on this. And we're gonna wrap this up. And we're gonna have another topic next week that's gonna add to this. And then I got something cooking with this. That's probably kind of pre from our last show that's with this as well. But to sum everything up, we would like to give a shout out to my people in Chile, Africa, Colombia, Canada, Texas, and all of the people in the United States. Thank you for coming out. I'm Johnny.
This is Theresa.
This is another episode of the
DYSON'S of Fact.
Thank you. God bless.
Peace.
Peace, love, and blessings.